Now that I've gone into this blue section, I don't want it to feel like it's a separate part. So I'm going to shade right up to this edge. Make sure I can connect both bits together. A bit darker in here. A bit of it going on now. Let's see how much I layer over the top. So you'll notice that I'm quite happy to have my grip nice and short here. That ensures the fact that I've got ultimate control at this point. Make sure the edges are nice and refined. That's starting to look quite nice. Let's go back onto this blue side a bit. Let's pick up the intensity over here. A little bit of shading just into this central column space. It'd be quite nice just to tease out a little bit more refinement here. And just by putting a little bit of shading into this space as well, it reinforces the idea of this column being circular. It gives a sense of space and 3D quality just kicking in a little bit here. And then I think we'll just push into the top part a little bit more. Let's give a little bit more credibility to here. I think it'll be the ornate quality will balance up really well. Switch back to the finer pen. And I can see on my sketch there's the ornate qualities up here. Let's see where they can go. Again, let's just put on a couple of construction lines. You start to get that lovely, elegant detail kicking in. Again, let's give that a little bit of thickness there. And all the time I'm drawing these, I'm trying to keep a little bit of symmetry on two sides. So you'll see in my sketch I'm always placing construction lines just to make sure I get the right balance between the two shapes here. And drawing both at the same time, if there's a slight error, it's easy to correct. A little bit of shading in here. Got a bit more tone in this bit. The more shading I place in here, the more we create that sense of the recess. Curve that around here. And that's sort of balancing those two shapes together, which is quite nice. A bit more shading in this negative space. And obviously I'm going to the upper reaches of the paper now, again, where there's less of the texture that we put on before. And that's the point that indicates I want my drawing to fade and disappear. I don't want to put too much drawing into that white negative space. So my shading is going to be really, really faint. Again, let's just switch to the darker pen. Just so I can make this space, this negative space, a little bit darker. As this goes darker in tone, then you'll see the shapes either side start to lift forward a little bit. And then I want to connect the two negative spaces together, so I'm going to come back to this shape now, press on a little bit more, a lot more ink coming out. Let's go quite a bit darker in here, fade that down. I think it's quite nice to have that and that working together. A little bit more curve there. And I think we do want that shadow just to kick in a little bit more. Actually, I do need a little bit more of that shape just to kick in, that reverse. I think that'll be quite nice, just to pick up that little bit of the curve, because we do have one on this side. Back to my finer pen just to make sure this shading up here is quite delicate. That starts to look quite good now. As I say, nice and frail as it pushes up into that top corner. And quite often when I get to this stage of the drawing, I just like making judgments as I go through. So I'm not literally following everything in my sketch. I'm just picking up one or two shapes that I like a little bit more than the others. That's good. I think that now starts to stand out just a little bit more. A little bit more on this side. I think that just connects the two parts together here. But as I say, we're right on the periphery of my textured surface, so I don't want too much on at all. Okay, I think I'm quite happy with those two quite interesting small drawings from two of my favourite locations to draw in Venice. I think I'll just add a little bit of text, just talking about the two places, just to bring out a little bit more character. But then I think we're done, and we can get them ready for the auction on the 1st of June.